Welcome to the Honest Whispers audio series. This article is titled Feminism for Animals, the open letter every caring person needs to read, and was written by Laura Warner. Imagine a world where nevertheless, she persisted isn't just a rallying cry for human women, but a truth echoed by every female being. Let's consider the plight of our fellow females in the animal kingdom and discuss feminism for animals. Extending the reach of feminism to the animal kingdom. Recognizing parallel struggles of women and female animals. While the world celebrates the hard-won victories of women, a crucial narrative remains largely unheard: the experiences of female animals. This article presents an open letter, a powerful message crafted to represent the voices of our non-human sisters, inviting us to broaden our understanding of justice and empathy. Specifically, we must acknowledge parallel struggles for bodily autonomy and liberation. The interconnected impacts of exploitation and the call for inclusive feminism. Through their represented perspectives, we are confronted with the harsh realities of industrial agriculture, habitat destruction, and the systemic denial of fundamental rights. This exploration delves into the interconnectedness of human and animal well-being, demonstrating how the exploitation of female animals profoundly impacts our own health, food security, and ecological stability. It illuminates the significance of matriarchal animal societies and the devastating consequences of their disruption, urging us to recognize the vital role of female leadership in the natural world. Ultimately, this article advocates for a more inclusive feminism, a solidarity that transcends species. One that acknowledges the shared vulnerability of all females, human and animal. Specifically in the hope of achieving a more compassionate world, where more voices are heard. A briefing of this open letter from animals. As the world celebrates the strength and resilience of women, we, the female animals, send our message of hope and solidarity to you, our human sisters and allies. We see your struggles, your triumphs, your unwavering pursuit of justice. And we recognize a kindred spirit in your fight for bodily autonomy and freedom from oppression. In this open letter from female animals, we express our solidarity. We are the mothers, the daughters, the sisters of the animal kingdom, and we share with you a bond that transcends species, the bond of being female. The experience of being female in a world that often seeks to control and exploit us. We believe that by working together, we can create a world where all females, human and animal, are free. An open letter from female animals. To our human sisters and allies. As you celebrate the strength, resilience, and equality of women, achievements that fill us, the female animals, with pride and hope, and remind us of the power of female solidarity, we have a message for you, our human sisters and allies. We, those of us behind the barn doors, in crowded pens, in sterile labs, in fur farms, and in all the places where our bodies and our lives are not our own, ask to be seen, truly seen. Ultimately, seen beyond an exploitive gaze, beyond the price tag, and into our soul. We are the cows, our bodies constantly violated, forced into an endless cycle of pregnancy and lactation, our calves, the very flesh and blood of our love, ripped from us within hours of birth. Imagine the agony, the emptiness, the primal scream that echoes in the stillness of the night as our babies are taken away, never to be nursed, never to be comforted. Our bodies become mere vessels for milk production, and our lives are measured in lactations, not years. Repeatedly impregnated, our bodies are never allowed to recover until we are spent and sent to slaughter. Similarly, we are the hens, crammed into battery cages so small we cannot even stretch our wings, our bodies mere egg-producing machines, our bones brittle from calcium depletion. The pigs, intelligent and sensitive beings, confined to gestation crates, our bodies pressed against cold metal bars, unable to even turn around, our spirits broken. We are the foxes, minks, and other animals confined to cramped cages on fur farms, our lives reduced to the production of a coat, our deaths violent and unnecessary. The primates, our closest relatives, are subjected to horrific experiments in sterile labs, our bodies cut open, our minds violated, all in the name of human progress. We are the countless others, in zoos, aquariums, and private collections, denied the freedom to live as our species intended. Echoing in the streets, your celebrations and calls for justice are heard. The chants for equality, the demands for bodily autonomy, resound with a fierce and righteous power that we hear. Indeed, gaining rights is a massive undertaking, particularly when direct speech is impossible. We admire your unwavering fight against exploitation, the pursuit of fundamental rights burning like a torch. We, too, yearn for these very things, the very things you so rightly celebrate. We understand that the connection may seem distant, a bridge yet unbuilt. But we implore you to look closer. We believe that you, more than anyone, can understand our suffering. To have your body controlled, and your reproductive choices taken away. To be valued for what you can produce, not for who you are. The core of your struggle, the fight for bodily autonomy, is the very fight we wage, actively silenced, every single day. We see the empathy in your eyes, and the compassion in your hearts, and we believe that you will be the ones to see us and make us part of your cause. And let us be clear, we are not merely victims. We are also leaders, mothers, and keepers of knowledge. Just like your societies, ours are often shaped by the wisdom and strength of female matriarchs. Guided by the oldest and wisest, elephant herds hold the memory of generations and find sustenance. Powerful females lead orca pods, teaching intricate dances of the sea. Strong females rule hyena clans, commanding respect and maintaining order. Countless other societies flourish under female leaders. We, like you, possess the capacity for leadership, nurturing, and building strong communities. Imagine the dairy industry, where my sisters, and my mothers, are caught in a cruel cycle, repeatedly impregnated, their newborns, the living embodiments of their love, stolen in the first hours of life. Their milk, a sacred offering meant for their young, is diverted and commodified. This forced reproduction, this brutal severing of the maternal bond, this violation of the female form, whispers of echoes, distorted reflections of the very injustices against which your movements have risen. Women deserve autonomy over their bodies and their choices, similarly, so do we. We are not machines, we are mothers, feeling the grief of loss, the ache of emptiness. We forge bonds with our families, and our communities, ties that run deep and true. The loss of loved ones breaks our bonds and inflicts a gaping wound of grief. We deserve the right to live, not merely exist, confined to cramped cages, mutilated, and forced into unnatural cycles of production. We deserve the dignity of simply being. And, at the heart of it all, we deserve not to be owned. We are not property, not commodities, not mere things to be used and discarded. Our value, as sentient beings, exceeds any price tag. Systems purposefully degrade billions of us into mere units of production, before brutally slaughtering us year after year. Systems reduce billions of us to mere units of production and slaughter us every year. Change, we know, is a slow and challenging climb. Habits cling like shadows, and the machinery of exploitation grinds on. Let's unleash the empathy held within every human heart. Every plant-based meal, every conscious choice to lessen our suffering, every moment you choose kindness over convenience, sends ripples outward, a current of change that can reshape our world. We have seen the power of women coming together, raising their voices, demanding justice. We believe that together, we can create a world where all females, human and animal, are free. This is not about casting blame, about laying guilt at your feet, sisters. It is a plea, a whispered hope carried on the wind. It is about opening your eyes, your hearts, to the silent reality of our lives. Oppressors silence our voices. We communicate we feel, and we express ourselves in ways that you may not always understand. Our cries of distress, our whimpers of fear, our desperate attempts to protect our young, these are not signs of weakness. They are the voices of beings who are fighting for their lives, for their families, for their freedom. We must hear, amplify, and understand these voices. It is about recognizing that true justice, like a river, must flow to all beings, not just a select few. Just as you fight for the rights of women, we implore you to consider our fight, our silenced struggle for existence. Humans, collectively, bear a weight of responsibility. Through domestication, and through generations of selective breeding, humans have shaped our world and made us dependent. Humans have taken from us our wildness and our freedom and forced us into a system of suffering. We cannot save ourselves. Trapped, confined, and utterly reliant on your compassion, we cannot save ourselves. Nor can we organize protests, write petitions, or demand our rights in ways that you readily recognize. Our voices are silenced, our movements restricted. You hold the key to our liberation. This is a human creation, and it requires a human solution. It is not merely an act of charity, but a matter of justice, a moral imperative to mend what has been broken. As you celebrate victories won and battles yet to face, we beg you to hear our silenced cry. A vegan lifestyle is more than a diet, it is a declaration of our shared sentience, a recognition of our right to live free from being treated as property. It is a choice that aligns with feminism at the very heart of equality and justice you hold so dear. It is a choice that can weave a tapestry of a better world, a world where all beings, human and animal, can flourish. Every action, no matter how small, makes a difference. With a fragile, persistent hope. Your fellow inhabitants of Earth. The purpose of this open letter. This open letter, written from the perspective of female animals, is primarily a plea for recognition and assistance. To bridge the gap, we've written this letter, powerfully connecting you to the animal experience. It seeks to communicate the unseen or ignored suffering of countless females who, like human women, are subject to exploitation and a denial of bodily autonomy. While women rightfully celebrate the achievements and progress of human women, additionally, this letter aims to broaden the conversation to include our fellow females in the animal kingdom. It is not intended to diminish or detract from the importance of celebrating women's progress, rather, it aims to expand our understanding of justice and equality to include all females regardless of their species. The hope is that by recognizing the shared experiences of vulnerability and oppression, we can extend our compassion and work towards a more just and inclusive world. How would you respond to this open letter? Having read this open letter, a plea from the perspective of female animals, how does it resonate with you? Does it spark a desire to take action, to reconsider your daily choices? Would you be moved to embrace a vegan lifestyle, to actively speak out against animal exploitation, or to support organizations dedicated to animal rights? Possibly, you feel compelled to educate yourself further about feminism for female animals. If so, you have come to the right article. The stories shared within these pages are a call to empathy, an invitation to expand our circle of compassion. To that end, continue reading to delve deeper into the interconnectedness of human and animal well-being, to understand the profound impact of our choices, and to discover how you can contribute to a world where all females, regardless of species, are treated with dignity and respect. Parallels between women and female animal rights. Undoubtedly, the struggle for survival and basic rights varies drastically for both female animals and human women across the globe. A woman's reality, shaped by cultural, economic, and political factors, dictates her fight. Women battle for physical safety and necessities in war-torn regions, resembling wild animals evading predators. In developed nations, they fight for equal pay and leadership representation, a battle for systemic equality. Just as factory farm animals endure vastly different lives than free-roaming ones, a woman's access to education, healthcare, and legal protection creates diverse landscapes of struggle. These intersecting factors mean each woman's fight is unique. Yet, they all share a common thread, striving for autonomy and equitable treatment, mirroring the inherent struggle for survival in all female creatures. Why feminism for animals is important. The fundamental rights of female animals are naturally linked to the well-being of entire ecosystems and, ultimately, to our own. When female animals are denied basic rights like access to resources, freedom from exploitation, and raising their young in safe environments, the balance of nature is disrupted. This can lead to population declines, imbalances in predator-prey relationships, and even the spread of disease. Protecting female animals is not just an ethical obligation. It's also crucial for maintaining biodiversity, ensuring the health of our planet, and safeguarding the resources that all life, including human life, depends on. The growing movement of feminism for animals understands this interconnectedness. A world where female animals thrive is one where entire ecosystems flourish, benefiting every living creature. How denying female animals their basic rights negatively impacts humans. Food insecurity. True food security isn't dependent on exploiting female animals. The confinement and reproductive manipulation of female animals, designed to maximize profit, creates a fragile and unsustainable food system. Disease outbreaks can destroy entire populations of farmed animals, as seen with recent avian flu outbreaks, disrupting supply chains and driving up food prices. Animal agriculture devours land, water, and resources, making it inefficient. This disrupts and destroys natural environments. A shift towards diverse, plant-centric diets, supported by sustainable farming practices, ensures food security. Pandemic risk. Factory farms cram female animals together, breeding zoonotic diseases in unsanitary conditions. For example, confining thousands of female pigs creates an ideal environment for viruses like swine flu to mutate and spread. These conditions increase the risk of pathogens jumping from animals to humans, posing a significant threat to public health. The COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the dangers of close contact between humans and animals in industrial environments. A vegan lifestyle is a proactive step in preventing future pandemics and safeguarding human health. A plant-based diet also offers numerous health benefits, further supporting individual and public well-being. Ecological collapse. Industrial agriculture, which often exploits female animals for their reproductive capacity, has a devastating impact on ecosystems. While the role of some female animals, like bees, in pollination is vital, the industrial agricultural practices that exploit them, and other animals, often harm the environment. The use of pesticides and fertilizers, along with habitat destruction for grazing land and feed crop production, threatens biodiversity and disrupts natural processes. Bee populations, crucial for pollinating many crops we rely on, are particularly vulnerable to these practices. A transition to veganic farming, which prioritizes ecological balance and avoids the use of animal products, supports healthier ecosystems and protects vital pollinators. Economic instability. Industries that rely on exploiting female animals, from dairy to fishing, are inherently vulnerable. Disease outbreaks, environmental degradation, and shifting consumer preferences can disrupt these industries, leading to economic instability. Building a compassionate economy based on plant-based industries, sustainable agriculture, and ethical tourism creates more resilient and just economic opportunities. As awareness of the ethical and environmental costs of animal agriculture grows, demand for plant-based alternatives is increasing. Businesses that fail to adapt to this shift risk economic losses. Investing in plant-based innovation and supporting businesses that prioritize animal rights and environmental sustainability fosters a more ethical and sustainable economic future. Why animal rights are human rights. Exploiting female animals harms our own well-being. The denial of female animal rights reinforces a worldview that devalues female bodies and autonomy. This creates a dangerous standard that undermines the struggle for female human rights by normalizing the exploitation of the vulnerable. We damage our health, food security, and planet stability by denying female animals their basic rights. A vegan approach recognizes this deep interconnectedness. It offers an ethical path forward and a strategy for creating a sustainable and thriving future for everyone. Who runs the world? In the animal kingdom, it's often the female. We assume male dominance, but the natural world reveals a wealth of female-led societies. From the matriarchal herds of elephants, where wise old females guide their families through complex social landscapes, to the powerful female orcas who lead their pods in hunting and cultural traditions, female animals exert significant influence. They hold leadership roles, control access to resources, maintain social order, and pass on crucial knowledge for survival. This isn't just a few isolated examples. Female leadership and influence are widespread across diverse species, challenging our preconceived notions about power dynamics and demonstrating that strong, capable females are essential for the health and well-being of countless animal communities. The recognition of these female roles is a vital step in the movement of feminism for animals. Matriarchal animal societies worth celebrating. Orcas, killer whales. Orca pods are led by the oldest female, who guides the pod's hunting and social interactions. This matriarchal structure is crucial for the transmission of hunting techniques and cultural traditions within the pod. Spotted hyenas. Hyena clans are strongly matriarchal, with females dominating males in size and social status. The most dominant female leads the clan, and her daughters often inherit high-ranking positions. Lemurs. Several lemur species, such as ring-tailed lemurs, have female-dominated societies. Females are often larger and more dominant than males, and they have priority access to resources. Bonobos. Bonobo females assert their social power by forming alliances and leading their society. They play a significant role in conflict resolution and social bonding within the group. African wild dogs. While not strictly matriarchal in the same way as elephants, the alpha female plays a crucial role in leading hunts and determining when the pack breeds. Meerkats. Meerkat groups are led by a dominant breeding female, who is the mother of most of the pups in the group. Honeybees. A single queen bee, the matriarch, is responsible for laying all the eggs in the hive. She controls the hive's activities through pheromones. Ants. Ant queens actively found and rule colonies, similar to bee queens. Termites. Termite colonies also have a queen as the central figure, responsible for reproduction. Fish. Some fish species, like certain types of grouper and wrasse, exhibit sequential hermaphroditism, where individuals start as one sex and later change to the other. In some cases, the largest and oldest individual in a group is usually a female, effectively functioning as a matriarch. Recognizing women's accomplishments. It is crucial to celebrate the remarkable strides women have made in the fight for equality. From groundbreaking achievements in science and technology to courageous activism that has challenged systemic injustices, women have consistently demonstrated their strength, resilience, and unwavering determination. Today, we honor the suffragettes who fought for the right to vote, the trailblazing women who broke barriers in male-dominated fields, and the countless individuals who continue to advocate for equal rights and opportunities. We celebrate the power of women's voices, the unwavering spirit of female solidarity, and the ongoing pursuit of a world where all women can thrive. True equality, however, must extend beyond human boundaries, which is why feminism for animals is essential. Solidarity across species, feminism for animals. Let's celebrate women's achievements and expand the fight for liberation to include all animal species. We hope the open letter from female animals sparks action in you, driving you to extend the women's movement's resilience to female animals. Let's expand our understanding of sisterhood to include all females. Consider the choices you make every day, from the food you eat to the products you buy, and how they impact the lives of female animals. To learn more about how adopting a vegan lifestyle can be a powerful act of feminist solidarity with animals, explore our guide to a vegan lifestyle. Let's make feminism about compassion for all females. That brings us to the end of this article. Thank you for listening. If you are interested in other audio versions of our articles, please check out our channel. Or if you prefer, you may read these and many more on our website at https://thehonestwhisper.ca.